Good evening. Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government issues relocation notice to squatters on Lagos Coastal Road, Lekki. Nigeria, Qatar sign agreements on education, solid minerals, others. On the foreign scene, Russia intercept 38 Ukrainian drones attacking Crimea. And in sport, Rangers FC defeats Niger Tornadoes to secure second MPFL away win. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Following the indiscriminate springing up of shanties and illegal structures, Lagos State Government has issued a 4-day relocation notice to all squatters occupying illegal shanties around the Lagos Coastal Road in Mayegu, Lekki area of Lagos. Speaking with newsmen after an inspection tour to Jakonde, Elegushi Tedo, Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokumbo Wahab, said all such illegal shanties and squatters close to regional road alignment must vacate the area by Thursday afternoon as enforcement would commence in the early hours of Friday. Wahab was accompanied by the Special Advisor on Environment, Kunle Rotimi Akodu, Permanent Secretary, Office of Drainage Services, Mahmoud Adegbite, Permanent Secretary, Office of Environmental Services, Omobalaji, Chairman of Task Force and Special Offences, Shola Jejeloye, and heads of agencies inspected Orchid Road, Lekki to Ikota, Mayegu area, Jakonde, Regional Road Alignment, Dodam Barracks, and Obalinde. The commissioner stated that the tour is important in order to ensure that the coastal alignments of the aforementioned areas are secured and illegal settlements along the corridors are removed, stressing that by next week, the spots will be cleared with the Lagos State Building Control Agency. The Lagos State government has announced the commencement of reconstruction of the ever-busy pedestrian bridge at Alapere Estate Bus Stop on the 3rd Axia Road. Special advisor to the governor on infrastructure, Olufemi Daramola, said an assessment and the necessary integrity tests of the bridge has been conducted to ascertain the level of reconstruction works to be carried out for continued public use. Daramola, who spoke during a visit to the bridge by a team comprising officials from the Office of Infrastructure and the contractor, noted that based on the result of the tests carried out, a new design for the bridge with increased vehicular headroom is ready for implementation. The special advisor to the governor on infrastructure, who said the contractor has started carrying out preliminary works such as the dismantling of the steel elements and handrails of the damaged bridge, urged pedestrians and commuters to exercise utmost caution. The Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, has confirmed the looting of its warehouse in Day by residents in the FCT over the economic hardship in the country. Spokesperson for the Agricultural and Rural Development Secretariat, Zakari Aliyu, said the FCTA secretary had visited the warehouse. Aliyu noted that the residents had looted everything in the store and vandalized the place, removing the roofs and windows. He added that the FCTA Minister of State, Maria Mahmoud, and the FCT Mandate Secretary, Agric Secretariat, Lawan Gaidam, will again visit the facility on Monday, where more detailed information will be given regarding the incident. Meanwhile, the police command in FCT says it has arrested 15 suspects, including 2 security guards who actively participated in the looting of a federal government's food storage warehouse located in the Tasha area of the Kamo district of Abuja. A statement by the police public relations officer, Josephine Adair, says exhibits such as 26 bags of maize, 5 motorcycles, and some vandalized aluminum roofings were recovered from the suspects. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, in a statement signed by Manzo Ezekiel, in its press unit, denied reports that its warehouse in Abuja was looted. NEMA added that the Director General, Mustafa Ahmed, had instructed the strengthening of security at its zonal offices and warehouses nationwide to forestall any security breach at NEMA facilities. The Nigeria Customs Service (NCS) has approved a 90-day window for those who improperly imported vehicles into the country to clear them. Spokesman of the service, Abdullahi Maiwada, announced this in a statement, explained that the move was part of customs' proactive move to enhance compliance and streamline import processes. Maiwada said the new window was in line with a directive of the Minister of Finance and Coordinated Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun. For the affected vehicles, instead, import duty and a 25% penalty would be paid in tandem with the import guidelines, procedures, and documentation requirements for used vehicles under the Destination Inspection Scheme in Nigeria 2013 and the Nigeria Customs Service Act 2023. He added that duty payments must be made using the procedure code specifically created for this exercise. Now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has signed 7 landmark agreements with Emir of the State of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, after closed-door talks to at the Presidential Palace in Doha. The 7 agreements signed are a cooperation agreement in the field of education, regulation of employment of workers with the government of Qatar, establishment of a joint business council between the Qatar Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, in addition to a cooperation agreement in the field of youths and sports. Others are cooperation in the field of tourism and business events and a memorandum of understanding combating illicit trade in narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances. President Tinubu said Nigerian youths are worth every investment as they are educated, reliable, and proactive. He urged that a few bad eggs cannot be a yardstick for guarding the capacity of the majority who, he said, are ready to be unleashed for the mutual benefit of both nations. On his part, the Emir of the State of Qatar stressed that Qatar is open to President Tinubu's investment push, recalling that he traveled to Nigeria in 2019 owing to his belief that Nigeria is an important and strategic ally on its own and within the context of its role in regional affairs. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has expressed sadness over the death of its former senior special assistant on works and infrastructure, Abdurrahim Owokoniran. Governor Sanwo-Olu, in a condolence message issued by its chief press secretary, Boyega Akoshile, described Owokoniran's death as a rude choke. The governor said the deceased was a young Nigerian politician with great ideas about nation building and development, adding that he was a strong party man and an advocate of masses-oriented programs. Sanwo-Olu sympathized with a special advisor on tourism, arts and culture, Idris Aregbe, who is a younger brother to the late Owokoniran. The governor also condoled with the immediate family, friends and political associates of the departed, as well as the Lagos APC and the entire people of Surulere. Now to foreign news. A series of explosions have rocked Crimea after a reported Ukrainian drone attack on the peninsula, which was annexed by Russia in 2014. Video posted online shows the blast allegedly near a fuel depot in the southeastern city of Feodasia. Russian officials said 38 drones have been shot down. The Kerch Bridge, which connects Crimea with Russia, was temporarily closed. The attack comes as Ukraine continues to urge allies to boost arms supply. Russian troops have recently made gains in Ukraine as Kyiv struggles to sustain its forces with Western-made arms. Moscow took control last month of the key eastern town of Avdiivka. Now to sports. Rangers Football Club has recorded its second away win of the season, courtesy of a 3-1 victory against Niger Tornadoes. Chidebere Nwobodo opened the scoring for the Flying Antelopes in 22nd minutes. Former Nigeria Premier Football League top scorer Godwin Obaje netted the second 3 minutes later. Rangers moved to second position on the table with 40 points from 23 games, while Lobby Stars reclaimed top position on the table after a 2-0 win against Katsina United. And that's the news. But just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 280 unemployed youths for global certification in solar farm construction technology for the supply of electricity in Nigeria? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Following the indiscriminate springing up of shanties and illegal structures, Lagos State Government has issued a 4-day relocation notice to all squatters occupying illegal shanties around the Lagos Coastal Road in Mayegun, Lekki area of Lagos. President Bola Tinubu has signed 7 landmark agreements with Emir of the State of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, after closed-door talks at the Presidential Palace in Doha. We also told you that a series of explosions have rocked Crimea after a reported Ukrainian drone attack on the peninsula, which was annexed by Russia in 2014. And in sport, Rangers Football Club has recorded its second away win of the season, courtesy of a 3-1 victory against Niger Tornadoes. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to newsroom@trafficradio961.mg. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Derayo Iduwolaya. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.